Welcome to the Ordinary Guy Garage. I'm Scott, Ordinary Guy, and today we're gonna mess with the TIG welder, so hang on. Well, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Been a pretty good year this year. Looking back at it for myself, we got the new property and the new shop and everything, and things are doing pretty good. I'm really happy with things. It's cold out here though. I got my heater on. You can see it in the background. Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, it's cold. It's been snowing for the past couple of days. And my wife and I are staying in our RV while we're waiting for our new house to get here. So it's and the boys are staying. My two sons are staying in the old house that's on the property. And so yeah, it's a bit of an adventure, but whatever. What's life without a little adventure? And speaking of that, we had let's see, what was it? 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. I don't know. I know on Christmas Eve. I had to have a guy come out here because the pipes got plugged up on the old house that's here on the property. And I had to have a guy come out and roto-root it. There's a home warranty which covers that kind of stuff, that they included when we bought the property. So that was kind of nice. But man, trying to find somebody who would come out and do that, not even on a holiday, not even after hours, just to come out and roto-root or whatever it is, to run the drain snake up there. I called places that were like, we're not even doing that right now. Other places were, 6 to 8 weeks out. 6 to 8 weeks? The toilet's backed up. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, anyways, all's well that ends well. Nothing that $425 an hour wouldn't cure. So thanks for the home warranty again. But yeah, we got it taken care of on Christmas Eve. So we were able to use the facilities on Christmas Day. So that was nice. What else happened? Oh, and then my wife had called me one day when I was out driving. She called up and said, hey, Spike, who's our dog, one of our dogs, Spike just ate a pound of chocolate. And I've always heard that, chocolate is poisonous to dogs. So, what do you do? I guess, what happened is one of the boys' grandmothers, every holiday, everything, that she always sends a package to him. She lives out of the area. She always sends a package to him. And there is always a pound of M&Ms in that package, always. And been doing it ever since, they were, little tiny kids. So anyways, it got set on the porch, and for some reason, Spike never does anything like that, but for some reason, he got in there and ate a pound of chocolate. So, they tell us all these different things, you got to make him throw up, you got to, whatever. So we tried, it didn't work, and they said, well, bring him down to the vet. So my wife loads him up in her car because I wasn't here, which she never takes the dogs in her car, and takes him down there, and they said, well, it's been too long, we can't make him vomit. And they looked at him and said, he's fine, just send him home and watch him, that'll be $175, man. And so we brought him home and he's fine. So apparently my dog in particular, I'm not saying anybody else's dog, apparently my dog can handle a pound of M&Ms. We're not gonna let him do that again, but apparently it won't kill him in this situation. So anyways, that's my Christmas adventure right there. So, but anyways, it was a good Merry Christmas, and thank you everybody for supporting my channel, and hopefully everybody else's Christmas was just adventurous. In fact, if you have anything that happened, leave it in the comments, and whatever, just tell me. So anyways, now TIG welding. I did a video a while back when I first got my TIG welder about learning how to TIG weld. So when I moved onto the property here, I have not been able to do a lot of welding and stuff because I needed to put in, and then let's see if you could probably see it from here. Where my welding area is, you can see like right there where the outlet is, that outlet right there. I have two 20 in the corner back here, but I didn't have anything for my welders. So what I did was I ran a line out here, and I have an outlet for each one of the welders. I'm not going to run all the welders at the same time, obviously, because I'm a one-man show. So I figured it wasn't a bad deal to do it that way. They all seem to work. TIG welder comes on. You know, my MIG welder comes on. I got this old arc welder over here. That was my dad's, and I've never used it. He never used it. So it's been sitting around for a lot of years. I'll probably open it up and clean it before I try using it. I like to stick weld, you know. It's the old school in me. But anyways, a little bit of what I've been doing here, and then we'll get into some. I know you're listening to me talk. I started off with, this is what you got to go through, you know, to learn. And I got on here, get up here. If you look, I got some decent little beads that I've run. And you see a lot of this here, this black right there. A lot of that is, what that is I tremble a lot. And I try not to. I try to relax, but it's just my makeup. I tremble. And so, you know, I'll dip the tungsten down in the puddle and it'll go poof, make a little black thing, you know. So, you know, but overall, I'm pretty happy with a lot of that, how the way a lot of that came out. I got a bead down the backbone of these two pieces, and I just put welds wherever I could on there. You know, after a while, you could see, I still got a little bit of touching right there, but after a while you could see, you know, my beads are starting to look a little bit better and a little bit more consistent, you know. You know, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. I even did a little bit, the fillet weld, from what I understand, is a tough weld. I know that just from MIG welding and stick welding, you got to get the right angle in there to get a good fillet weld. And so it's kind of tough with the torch and stuff because, again, like I said, I'm trembling. So, but, you know, I got a couple decent little fillet stitches in there. So I'm all right with that. I'm happy. So it's all just hood time. You know, I got to sit here and I got to mess with it and mess with it and mess with it. And until I get it. So one of the things I did, I figured, you know what, I'm ready for a small project. Thought I was. So I had this idea. I saw a picture of it on the internet, and I thought it was pretty funny. My son Ben wanted an angle grinder for Christmas. So, and I said, okay, all right, I'll buy an angle grinder. So I wrapped it, you know, to Ben from Dad. I wrapped it in aluminum and welded it together. So he's like, wait a minute, I need what's in there to open my present. You know, he's had to play it up. But that was a, you know, simple, easy thing to do. So I thought, you know, just trying to, you know, I'm touching, you can see where it sticks up a little bit. I'm touching the tungsten with the filler rod. I'm, you know, shaking like this. I don't have it down on a flat surface, you know, super controlled. You know, I mean, I end up with, you know, what the heck even is that? You know, a great big old booger on the end. This is not easy to do. So my plan was learn how to do this, and I want to make a bed cover for my S10, you know. But I'm glad I messed with that because I need a lot more practice. So that being said, let me move the camera a little bit and we'll do a couple little beads and, you know, we'll see how that goes. So hang on. All right, so what I have going here on this machine is a Precision TIG 185. It's a transformer machine. It's an older machine. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting it at 120 amps or whatever. My AC balance is, I put it on auto because I can't weld good enough to know what the difference is. So I just leaving it on auto for right now until I figure it out. Post flow, which is the amount of argon that's going to go across the tip after you're done welding. And from what I understand, it's supposed to help cool and keep the atmosphere around the tungsten for a little bit until it kind of cools so it doesn't get contaminated. So as far as doing it on aluminum. AC, blah, blah, blah. I got my thing set at, my CFH set at 15, 17, something like that. And I'm using 332nd. Is that 332nd? No, I think that is I'm using 16 inch. Man, how can I not say that? 332nd, 16th inch welding rod. So, so that's that. My my coupons that I have are 1/8 inch. So I only got 4 left of my 1/8 inch coupons. I'm gonna have to run down and pick up some more. So anyways, you know, the way I'm doing it here is I'm right-handed, but I can't hold it steady enough with my left hand to be able to dab without going all over the place. So I found doing it the other way is doing it left-handed is easier for me. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. This is one of those things, you know, welding is another, you know, I went to welding school many years ago, and it was just for a short period of time. It was kind of a fly-by-night school, and they ran out of materials, they ran out of this, they ran out of that, and we ended up spending a lot of time just sitting there. And I'm like, you know what, I had my oldest son was, not Ben, but my oldest son was just a baby at the time. You know, this was over 30 years ago. And I needed to work, so I just left the schools. Got a job in a field I was already familiar with. So, but anyways, let's give this a shot here. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of holding it from what I'm seeing on the internet, you know, YouTube, letting a little balance, hanging onto it somewhat loosely, letting my hand glide. You know, I'm gonna do the best I can to let it glide. Gonna be like that. Right, that's right. I'm gonna go like that. There's my rod. Let's give it a whirl. Well, that looks like heck. All right, we'll try that again. You see that top one there, I had a little bit too much height away from it. You're supposed to keep the tungsten about the width of a dime or a penny above the puddle, which is, you know, for somebody who trembles, that's hard, but you know, whatever. Stick at it, I'll get it. All right, let's try another one here. I think I have contaminated my tungsten. So, And it looks good, but you can kind of, I don't know, you can't see it from over there, but right on the edge of it, you can see where there's aluminum on it. So this might not be the right way to do it, but it's the way I'm doing it. So I'm gonna come in here and cut a chunk off like that. Pull the tungsten out some where I want it, tighten it down. And then what I'm using is I'm just using a piece of steel here and holding it above it and balling it, getting a little ball on the end. The guy I bought the machine from, who's done a lot of my little projects for me, and really talented welder, he told me just ball it on a piece of metal. He goes, just worry about that. So that isn't working on that one. I'll have to trim it again. All right, there we go. There we go. And you know, this has been the process. I've been out here, I mean, I got about 3 days of experience here. So this has been my process of just screwing around, screwing stuff up and figuring it out, you know. So just like, you know, I've never claimed ever to be a professional. You know, you know, truck driver, I taught myself how to drive. Building engines and transmissions, I make mistakes all the time, you know, but I try. I give it my best shot because this is something I love to do. And am I perfect? Heck no. Am I ever going to be perfect? Heck no. But I'm enjoying this. So, and I think that's what it's all about. Just have some fun. All right, let's try it again. And there we go. Mess with it a little bit. And it comes out a little bit better. You know, I can turn the heat of the machine down. It's got a, well, that's close enough. I was originally doing all this at about 95 amps or whatever, and I was just flooring, because this has got the foot pedal, so I was just flooring it all the way down and then working it. But you're supposed to be able to on and off with it so you can control your weld a little bit. So I'm trying to learn that a little bit, and that's kind of where I'm having some of the problem. But like I said, this is how we do it. So let's try to get another one on here, see what happens. Not bad. Let me throw another one down here. Wasn't happy with that one. Let's try one more. One more. Ah, there it is. Naked without my hat. So, got a couple more on there. Not bad, not too bad. Yeah. So, I'm gonna keep on doing that. You know, one of the things I did the other day was I had been out here for hours screwing with this and screwing with this, and I needed to take a break because things were getting hot, you know, and it was just time to, so I made this up on the lathe. It's for holding my TIG torch. So that came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. But anyways, like I said, this is how I learn. I'm gonna stick at this. I'm probably gonna run down to the metal place and grab some more aluminum and just keep going at it. So any experienced welders, if you have any ideas what I should be doing different, hey, let me know. Let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep on going. And I tell you what, you guys have a happy new year, and I will see you next time.